Good morning students, welcome to ABN and PRR College online classes. In the last class we discussed about what is a cache sequence and related theorem 1. Coming to the second theorem of Cauchy's theorem, we want to prove that every cache sequence is a bounded sequence. That means we want to prove that if the sequence is cache, our claim is to prove that it is a bounded sequence. For that, let us consider Sn be a cache sequence. Then write the definition of cache sequence. What is the definition of cache sequence? For given epsilon being a positive quantity, we can pick up an integer, positive integer m, such that after m, the terms difference will be sp minus sq value is very negligible. This is the definition of cache. Our theme is to prove that sequence is bounded. To prove that it is a bounded sequence, we want to prove it is enough to prove that all the terms are lies in between any two real numbers. All the terms are lies in between any two real numbers k1 and k2. For that, let us expand this modulus value. From this, we can easily say that sp minus sq value is in less than epsilon and is more than minus epsilon. After this, m terms. Okay. Now, adding sq on both entire inequality, we get like this. Sq minus epsilon is less than sp is less than sq plus epsilon after this m. Now, for our convenience, let us write p value as n, p is equal to n. Then what is the condition here? After m, terms of the sequence are lies in between sq plus epsilon, sq minus epsilon. Here we leave m tile. Boundedness ni చూపించాలి అంటే m tile ని కూడా include చేయాలి కనుక same technique whatever we discussed in the last classes. Let us consider k1 is the maximum value of this m tile and the upper bound. What is the upper bound here? sq plus epsilon. Epsilon 1 అని తీసుకుంటే plus 1 అని వస్తుంది. మీ నోట్స్లో 1 అని ఇచ్చారమ్మా. k2 is equal to minimum of s1 s2 m tile and the lower bound. What is the lower bound for this m tile? sq after m tile is sq minus epsilon. Then from this we can write all the terms of the sequence are less than or equal to k1 because k1 is the biggest one for every term of the sequence and is more than k2 because k2 is the minimum value. That means our all terms of the sequence now lies in between two real numbers k1 and k2. Then we can confirm that our sequence Sn is a bounded sequence. Which is Sn? What is Sn here? It is a cache sequence. Cache sequence. That means every cache sequence is bounded. In the last class, theorem 1 says that every convergent sequence is cache. And today we discussed in the theorem 2, every cache sequence is bounded. Now, we will discuss in the next class very important theorem, that is theorem 3 is nothing but Cauchy's convergent theorem. Cauchy's convergent theorem. To know this, we have the full knowledge of theorem 1, that is convergent sequence is cache, that is the theorem 1, and theorem 2, that is every cache sequence is bounded. The linked theorem of this. That's why we will discuss it later after we have the full knowledge of these two theorems. Okay, ఈ రెండు థీరమ్స్ని జాగ్రత్తగా చదవండి. థర్డ్ థీరమ్ని నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.